Yu Menglong case update. Full CCTV footage that proved everything they did to him. K-drama Haven family. For weeks, the world has lived in shadows. The sudden death of Yu Menglong, beloved actor, singer, and star, sparked grief across Asia. But it also ignited a firestorm of rumors. Was it really natural? Was there more? Whispers of betrayal, foul play, and hidden truths refused to die. And now, everything has changed. Because the full CCTV footage, the footage investigators fought to keep under wraps, has been released. And what it shows is nothing short of shocking. This is the moment that proved everything they did to Yu Menglong. The timeline restored. The footage reconstructs the last hours of Yu Menglong's life with chilling precision. At 7:42 a.m. on the morning of his death, cameras captured him stepping out of his apartment building. He appeared calm, dressed casually, greeting security with his usual soft smile. But what happens next has left fans speechless. Two figures, faces partially obscured by masks, are seen lingering near the park entrance he often visited. They appear moments before his arrival, pacing, whispering, as if waiting. The confrontation. At 8:25 a.m., Yu Menglong arrives at the park. The footage, grainy but clear enough, shows the two figures approaching him. Their gestures are sharp, aggressive. Though there is no audio, witnesses later testified to raised voices. Yu Menglong is seen shaking his head, stepping back, visibly distressed. One of the figures blocks his path, while the other appears to pull something from a pocket. Seconds later, Yu Menglong collapses. The footage shows the two figures fleeing the scene, vanishing into a side street. This is the moment that changes everything. The medical cover-up. For weeks, the official story was that Yu Menglong's death was caused by sudden cardiac arrest. But the CCTV footage, paired with forensic analysis, suggests otherwise. Authorities have now confirmed traces of a fast-acting substance in his bloodstream, administered not through food or drink, but allegedly through direct contact during that confrontation. In other words, he did not collapse from natural causes. He was targeted. The escape attempt. The video also reveals a shocking twist. One of the masked figures was later caught on nearby traffic cameras attempting to flee the city within hours of the incident. They boarded a car registered under a false name, driving toward the outskirts of Beijing. But thanks to the newly released footage, investigators tracked them down before they could leave the country. As of this update, one suspect has been arrested. The second remains at large. The agency's statement. Yu Menglong's agency, once urging fans to believe the story of natural causes, has now spoken again, this time in grief and fury. We were misled. We were told the tragedy was sudden and peaceful. But now, with this footage, we know the truth. Yu Menglong's life was taken from him. We demand full justice, not just for him, but for the millions who loved him. The statement has ignited outrage across the industry. The fans react. Fans who once lit candles in mourning now take to the streets with fire in their voices. Protests have erupted in Beijing, Shanghai, and beyond, demanding harsher punishments for those involved. One fan sobbed on live television. "We cried for his death. Now we cry for the injustice. He deserved to live. He deserved more." Social media has erupted with fury. #Justice for Yu Menglong. #We will not forget. #Truth for Menglong. The hashtags dominate global trends, uniting millions across Asia. The industry shaken. The release of the footage has rattled the entertainment world. Directors, producers, and fellow actors, once silent, are now speaking openly about the dangers stars face, the hidden rivalries, the unseen pressures. One veteran actor confessed, "We thought we lost a colleague to fate. Now we know we lost him to betrayal. This cannot be allowed to happen again." The legacy of truth. The video ends with the most haunting frame of all. Yu Menglong, moments before the confrontation, pausing by the park gate, sunlight glinting off his face. A gentle man, living a gentle life, unaware of the storm about to consume him. Now, at last, the world knows. The rumors were not empty. The whispers were not lies. The footage proves it. Yu Menglong did not simply fall. He was pushed by hands unseen, by forces unspoken, by people who thought they could bury the truth. But the truth has risen, and now justice will follow. The hidden connection. According to official sources, the first suspect arrested after attempting to flee Beijing has begun to speak. And what they revealed has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. This was not random. This was not chance. It was orchestrated. Police confirm that the suspect has direct ties to individuals within the entertainment world, people who stood to gain from Yu Menglong's downfall. The revelation has ignited a storm of speculation. Was this about money? Was it jealousy? Or was it something far more sinister? A calculated move to silence him? The second suspect hunt. But while one suspect sits in custody, the second remains free. Authorities have now released a blurred but distinct image of the fugitive. A tall figure, seen in surveillance, carrying a duffel bag, boarding a train heading south. Interpol has been alerted. Boarders have been warned. The chase is on. And yet, the question lingers. Who is protecting this fugitive? Because investigators believe this person was not working alone. They may have been backed by someone powerful. The agency in the spotlight. Yu Menglong's own agency, once viewed as a grieving victim of circumstance, now finds itself under a microscope. Why did they insist on cardiac arrest? Why did they dismiss early witness accounts? Police insiders claim certain executives were aware of inconsistencies but chose silence. Was it fear or complicity? As one anonymous insider told the press, the truth is bigger than one man. It's tied to deals, contracts, and reputations worth millions. Could it be that the very system meant to protect its star may have helped bury him instead? The suspected motive. Rumors swirl of a bitter feud. Sources whisper that Menglong had plans to step away from certain contracts, to start his own production company, to break free from the grip of powerful industry figures. And if true, it paints a chilling motive. Eliminating him was not about silencing a voice, but about protecting an empire. Fans demand justice. The streets, once filled with flowers and morning candles, are now filled with voices, angry, relentless, determined. Thousands march, chanting his name, holding placards that read, "He deserved better," and "We will not let them erase him." Online, petitions demanding full transparency from his agency have gathered millions of signatures. The fans are no longer grieving in silence. They are demanding answers. The industry trembles. In the halls of production houses and behind the glossy curtain of red carpets, fear spreads. Actors whisper to each other in hushed tones. Managers avoid the press. Executives refuse interviews. Because everyone knows what this means. If Menglong, a star loved for his gentle heart and soft smile, could be targeted, then no one is truly safe. The next chapter. As night falls, one haunting question rises above all. How deep does this go? Because the CCTV footage may have revealed the how. But the police investigation is now closing in on the who. And according to reports, 3 new names, all tied to the entertainment industry, are being quietly investigated. Names fans know. Names fans love. If these suspicions prove true, the fallout will not just shake one man's legacy. It could bring down an entire empire. K-drama Haven family, this story is no longer about one man's tragic end. It is about power. It is about betrayal. And it is about the fight for truth in an industry built on illusion. The world now waits, breath held, as investigators prepare to make their next move. Because when those names are revealed, nothing will ever be the same.